legislation gets pushed out. The justices didn't author it. The PD did. So they have the DOJ push it for them, which is wrong to begin with.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that some of the signatures on there weren't actually signed by all the justices. So they're forgeries.
What?
Yeah. So it becomes
making
like
making shit up now?
Yeah, it's so like cooked, you know? It's like, you know, it's like, how is anyone supposed to expect to obey the law when those in charge of overseeing it are just fucked? We've also uncovered, and I don't know if you've seen the impeachments yet, but there's only a few up there. There's a bunch others coming out. We've learned that they've been giving each other money and borrowing money from each other, DOJ and PD. And so it creates like, it's like actual financial corruption. It's like the shit you watch on the news in other, you know, in the United States. It's like, what the fuck? Is
there any sort of like interior, like, what do they call it? IA, internal affairs?
The marshals.
Oh, okay. And what are the marshals doing? Did they find this out, I guess?
I will say that some of them have. Barrett is leading the charge. I know people have their thoughts on him, but he just needs to be directed. He's been actually leading a lot of the charge, as is my office now. So we've got our own separate set of things. I want you to imagine this, is that the people that authored the VAF legislation, right, the names on there, those are the same people the justices borrowed millions of dollars from and have been sending millions of dollars to for their car upgrades, which they're not supposed to do, right? Like, it's...
I say we just fire them all. Just fire them all.
Well, that's the problem. There's no avenue other than the impeachments. So,
Are you running for mayor again?
I'm not. I'm gonna be endorsing Grayson, who in the South, Nathaniel Grayson, and Tony Long in the North. And you could kind of think of it as like Nino's political party, you know?
Okay.
So,
who's all running? Do you know?
I don't know. It's Princess in the North, possibly.
She put a tax on woodcutting, which is wonderful. Thank you.
Sweet person.
I understand that.
Worst politician ever.
Count. Worst. I do not know. One vote. It took one vote.
She bought a $10 million warehouse, made it a castle, and she's planning on keeping it. That was a third of their budget. So, like, you tell me, you buy a $10 million property, turn it into a little, like, you know, My Little Princess like castle, right? And now and then you go and charge woodcutters. Like, hello? Like, can it get any worse? Like, what the fuck? You know?
I've been telling people she's a fucking idiot. I don't care if you think she's sweet or whatever.
Yeah.
She talks too fucking much, and she's an idiot. Actually, the stupidest person I've ever met in my life.
You and I are like, see eye to eye on that.
I don't get it. People are, you know what? People deserve this if they voted for her. You know what? You deserve the dumbassery. That's why I think.
True.
If you voted for her, then you deserve it.
To be fair, I think people generally know, and that's why Eugene lost by a singular vote. And he didn't campaign. Actually, do you know how he ran? Princess actually pissed me off, right? Because I was gonna run in the North, and you know, I talked about it, but then I didn't actually, because I was like, it goes against, like, it'd be fucked up if I did it. You know what I mean? And so, in the midst of this, you know, it was mostly a troll. Like, I was trolling BCSO, and well, immediately I wake up to a bunch of allegations she sent out about me. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this person. Eugene puts out a hit on me. I call him and I said, you should run.
For the lulz.
Yeah, for the lulz.
He almost won too.
He did. One vote. The guy he wasn't even campaigning. So
that's how much people don't like Princess. But there's enough people that do like Princess.
Yeah. I didn't like voted. Eugene.
Yeah, I almost voted for Eugene. I never vote. Point blank, period. When people ask me, hey, did you vote? Like, yeah, I totally voted for you. I never vote because I don't believe in the system.
Understandable. Hey, you know, I'm getting there. You know, it's
Yep. It's basically right, because it doesn't fucking matter. Because if we do vote for someone, they're probably gonna fuck it up. Like, I'm not talking about you, but I'm saying, like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Well,
I don't know how Prince became mayor, but as long as it's up in the north, she could have done a lot more worse down here. I feel like.
I agree. And
They only
honestly,
cared about
that's
Blaine County.
that's why I'm backing Grayson, because genuinely, and part of this is like disheartening for me because, you know, I'm not about legacy. I'm not interested in money. I'm genuinely don't give a fuck about any of those things. That I wanted a candidate that could, you know, I could pass on the responsibility to with a capital R, you know?
Yeah.
And Grayson is genuinely the only one that I think has the intention of the people behind them. Everyone else, I'm telling you, Tallie, it's even some of those that I was like, you know, they believe in protecting people, and even they like very quickly mask off, and I'm just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
But what about Michael? Does he have any interest in being mayor, or is he just too busy to be mayor?
It's been something
phenomenal.
He would do it if asked, but he's going to be a part of Nathaniel's team in some capacity. I will as well. Our plan is we're going to start a law firm, and
ooh,
the idea is like, you know, when it comes to like legislation or like, hey, this is fucked up, I'm going to focus my energy in that direction so that, you know, we can say, hey, you know, hopefully, Mayor Grayson, we got something cooked. There you go. Boom, boom. You know what I mean? So,
what are your thoughts on a DA?
It's funny you mentioned that.
I've been to some of these court cases with cops had to like represent themselves or like their side of the thing on the prosecution. It's just like, I don't think cops are smart enough to be their own lawyers.
I agree. I think the challenge with the DA is that DAs never work out in San Andreas. It ends up becoming every iteration of a DA that I've witnessed, they end up becoming how do I describe this? They become the master chef, and it no longer becomes about the prosecution, the defense, or anyone else. It becomes their victory, and I don't know, it gets strange. But I do believe, and this is something I've been like spitballing, is that I believe that court cases should be posted often, right? But given the fact that the DOJ does not have the capacity to handle the amount of docket cases, the way that it should work is, let's say you start with only 10% of cases actually go to court, and that 10% becomes like needs to be scheduled within a 2-week time frame, right? Happen quick. Then about like, let's say 30% of them, someone who's not like Crane level, you know, like actually is not dumb, right? Comes in and puts a plea deal, take it or leave it for the 30%, right? Like, and that's for the cases where like the PD has so much information on there, right? They like both sides post what they got. There's like what do you call it? A summary judgment, and it's like a take it or leave it. You know what I mean? Do you want the summary? Do you not want it? You want it? Okay, there it is. And then the rest, literally dismiss it. And as more judges are, you know, brought in, that 10% of cases that go to court turn into 15, 20, right? So in other words, I'm saying that more judges. And until then,
or judges who don't get conflicted out. I've heard so many times that people like talk to judges or people nearby judges and they just conflict them out, and like that's stupid. Stop conflicting judges out of court cases.
Agreed.
Because it makes things more impossible. I don't know how to stop that though, because people just will talk to people. Like, stop talking to judges.
Yeah, it's well, it's worse because the sitting justices don't know what conflict is. So it's these guys, like during Pred's case, they conflicted each other, sitting through it.
Either the conflictingness needs to be addressed, or there's just no. I don't know. I'm super interested in legal stuff. So, oh my god, my niece! Sorry, Mary just popped up on Twitter.
Jesus.
No, you can't have RPGs.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Also, jurors. It'd be fun to have jurors. Possible. But
I genuinely think jurors fit more today than they ever did.
Yep, they work too. I'm just saying, Hood Court had jurors twice.
Yeah,
more than once actually.
I personally think there should be like entrusted people that fly in from a different county and act as a jury. Like, I think that'd be sick.
So cool.
Like,
that would be so cool.
Yeah.
That would be so cool.
Yeah. You wouldn't know, like, maybe someone's cousin, like, you know what I mean? You get like a little thing and, you go to it. I mean, fuck, it could even be like, you just, I don't know. I think it'd be fantastic.
I think it would, especially like big cases. I feel like big cases should have like a whole jury system.
I would much rather trust 6 to 12 random people in San Andreas to make a decision than like baby judges. Yeah. What the fuck?
Yep.
They
can still have a say, maybe the last part of it and all that. And also, it'd just be fun to let them have their own little 12 Angry Men moment.
That's exactly it. Exactly it. I mean, fuck, even let people listen in on it, right?
Yeah.
For the tea.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for the tea.
Because who cares, right? Because they're gonna fly out of here after they're done anyways.
Exactly.
Right?
We could put them up in the interrogation rooms and we watch them on the one-sided diet.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh my god. Like that's entertainment right there.
That'd be so funny. Oh yeah. Or put them in the city hall meeting room with some cameras or something.
Like the meeting adjourned room, you mean?
Yeah, where that massacre happened.
Oh man.
Put them in there, and then we'll just have viewing parties.
Oh my god. I think that'd be cinema. That would be cinema.
That would be. That'd be some good legal stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I agree. I'd even go as far as saying you could have the judges say why they think something is the case, but then afterwards the jury is still making that final decision.
Yeah. They can make the recommendation to the judge, but the judge has the final say. I would agree to that.
That works too. Yeah.
And we could also have this moment where we invite a lot of people over and we have Vaude Dyer. I love a good.
Wait, have what?
Vaude Dyer, it's a jury selection.
Oh yeah. Funny enough, I had to go back to Boston for jury duty, and I kept postponing it the night before, 3 times over. And it's just because I don't know, these fucking people they send it in the mail, you don't realize it, and then you go online and they're like, oh yeah, sign up for, we'll send you an email when the time is coming, and they'll send it at 10 8 p.m. 10 p.m. the night before.
Yep.
And to wake up at 6 a.m. it's what the fuck, I wasn't prepared for this. But right. Mine ended up getting canceled. So I was like, all right, fucking fantastic. Don't call me again, please.
Yeah, but that happened to me too.
Yeah. But yeah, overall things have been, it's things are going. I'm looking forward to post mayoral Nino and but
less stress.
Yeah, a lot less.
I feel like you're gonna miss it though. The first couple of weeks you're gonna miss it, but then you're like, okay. I don't.
No.
The first big fuck up, you're like, you know what? I'm good.
I think I'm gonna be honest. My most favorite enjoyment is coming up with solutions and legislation and working with people. And I think with my law firm, that's not going to change. What I get to avoid is having to listen to batshit cops and batshit like other members of government. You know what I mean? And I cannot wait to start coming in as a lawyer. You know what I mean? When Carmine asked me earlier today, "You're running again?" And I said, "No." He's like, "Oh, what are you going to do?" And I said, "I'm going back to law." He goes, "Fuck." And that's exactly what I want each and every one of these motherfuckers to feel is
you'll be one of my favorite lawyers.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm a fucking asshole in the cells. So.
God, you make me wish that I wasn't a felon.
Hey,
sometimes.
You can always get expunged. Cool. You can always get expunged.
No. I can't get expunged.
It's going to be a good law firm. It's not going to be like, the shit that's happened before, like legislative. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
well, I'm keen to learn and find out more.
If you are interested, paralegals are a thing. So
paralegals are a thing. I just can't get expunged.
Hey, I get it. Well, Tallie, I got to get. Do you know if Brandon's going to be around anytime soon?
Valentino? He was around this morning.
Shit. All right.
He's usually around in the morning.
Okay. All right. Easy. All right. Well, Tallie, I'm going to get to going. If you ever need anything, feel free to give me a call. And, all right. You take care. Bye.
Bye.
I'm excited for the law arc a lot.